Imagine a country where millions of people wake up every day with one rule above all others. Never question the leader. A place where even a small criticism could lead to severe punishment. A nation hidden from the outside world, where information is tightly controlled and one man sits at the center of power. His name is Kim Jong Un. To some, he is a dictator. To others, he is a protector of his nation. And to millions inside North Korea, the government presents him as a leader deserving absolute loyalty. How did a young man in his 20s become one of the world's most powerful and mysterious leaders? What is life really like inside North Korea? And why does one country continue to dominate global headlines despite being so isolated? Today, we'll explore the story of Kim Jong Un, the rise of his leadership, and the mysteries surrounding North Korea. Stay until the end, because the final part reveals why this small nation continues to influence world politics. Chapter 1. A Child the World Hardly Knew. Kim Jong Un was born into one of the world's most secretive political families. Even his birth date was uncertain for years. Unlike many world leaders, almost nothing about his early childhood was publicly known. His father, Kim Jong-il, ruled North Korea after his own father, Kim Il-sung. This made Kim Jong-un part of a family that has governed North Korea across 3 generations. As a child, he lived a life far removed from ordinary citizens, surrounded by strict security and privacy. Very few outsiders knew what he looked like or what kind of education he received. Chapter 2. A Different Education. One of the most discussed aspects of Kim Jong-un's early life is that he reportedly spent time studying in Switzerland under an assumed identity. There he was exposed to a very different society. He is widely reported to have enjoyed basketball and admired NBA player Michael Jordan. Yet despite experiencing life outside North Korea, he eventually returned home. Few imagined that this quiet student would one day inherit leadership of one of the world's most isolated nations. Chapter 3. The Unexpected Successor. For many years, it was unclear who would succeed Kim Jong-il. Then in 2011, Kim Jong-il died. Kim Jong-un, believed to be in his late 20s, became the country's new leader. Many observers questioned whether someone so young could maintain control over such a tightly structured political system. But within a short time, he consolidated power and became firmly established as North Korea's leader. Chapter 4. Building Authority. After taking power, Kim Jong-un introduced changes in some areas while also reinforcing state control. Analysts have described efforts to strengthen his leadership through political appointments, public appearances, and military oversight. At the same time, reports from international organizations have continued to raise concerns about restrictions on freedom of expression, movement, and access to outside information in North Korea. Because the country is highly closed, independent verification of many internal events remains difficult. Chapter 5. The Nuclear Program. One issue that brought Kim Jong-un global attention was North Korea's nuclear weapons and missile program. The government has said these capabilities are necessary for national defense. Many other countries, however, view them as a serious security concern. Over the years, North Korea conducted multiple missile launches and nuclear tests, leading to international sanctions and diplomatic tensions. These developments have made the Korean Peninsula one of the world's most closely watched regions. Chapter 6. Diplomacy and Global Attention. Despite years of confrontation, Kim Jong Un also participated in high-profile diplomatic meetings. He met with South Korean leaders and with then U.S. President Donald Trump. The images of those meetings were seen around the world. Some hoped they would lead to lasting agreements. While dialogue occurred, major disagreements over sanctions, security, and nuclear policy remained unresolved. Chapter 7. Life inside North Korea. Understanding everyday life in North Korea is challenging because outside access is limited. Many visitors follow tightly controlled tours, and independent journalism is heavily restricted. Reports from defectors, researchers, and international organizations describe extensive government control over media and information. At the same time, North Korea presents itself as a nation focused on sovereignty, self-reliance, and national unity. Because of these different perspectives and limited access, it is important to approach claims about life inside the country carefully and rely on multiple credible sources. Chapter 8. Why the World Watches. North Korea's decisions can affect regional and global security. Its relationships with neighboring countries, missile developments, sanctions, and diplomatic talks often become major international news. Even though North Korea is relatively small in population compared with many countries, its strategic importance means that world leaders closely monitor developments there. Final thoughts. Kim Jong Un remains one of the most closely watched and least understood political leaders in the world. Supporters of his government's approach argue that it prioritizes national security and independence. Critics argue that the country's political system places severe limits on civil liberties and human rights. Whatever one's perspective, understanding North Korea requires separating verified facts from rumors and recognizing that reliable information can be difficult to obtain because of the country's isolation. Studying this topic helps us better understand international relations, diplomacy, and the challenges of reporting on closed societies. If you found this story informative, share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. What do you think is the biggest reason North Korea continues to attract global attention? Its leadership, its nuclear program, or its isolation? If you enjoy in-depth stories about world history, geopolitics, and extraordinary leaders, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.